Christmas. It's Christmas. But before we get into what's in this box, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Requill Phillips, and this is the Phillips Fam Baby Journey. And I'm gonna need all the newbies to go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join the family. New videos drop every Sunday. Hit the notification bell so that you are alerted. And while you pressing stuff, go ahead and press the thumbs up button, okay? So let's get into this. Hopefully you've been watching our IVF journey. I mean, literally it just started last week's episode when we announced that we are going to be going for baby number 2. So yeah, I had to order some meds so that we can make that happen. So we are doing a frozen embryo transfer. And to do that, I'm gonna have to take some injections. So in this box for my medication. So we're gonna go over, see like what we're doing here? We're gonna go over all the medications that I have to take so that I can make baby number 2 and what some of the side effects are and what the medicines are meant to do in my body so that this can be successful, okay? So up first, we got a sharps container because I do have to do some injections. So it's not going to be as intense as the first cycle of IVF when I had to take multiple shots a day sometimes so that I could get enough eggs so they can pull those out so we can make little M babies. But I still do need to take a few shots. We're going to get into them shots in a second here. One of those shots is, let me see, make sure I can get this up in here. There we go. It's Lupron. Lupron basically is going to keep me from ovulating. So I'm already currently on birth control pills, and you like, well, why you gotta be on birth control pills when you're trying to have a baby? That's counterintuitive. That makes no sense. But they put you on birth control pills. That's the very first medication that you go on. I think because they want to make sure that you don't accidentally get pregnant and don't even need to spend your money with them. But I'm sure it also is so that they can kind of regulate and predict your cycle of as far as, when, your uterus may be getting a thicker lining or when they estimate you may be ovulating. So, but I think it's about money. Because child, they know they be coming up with some bills for this whole process. But yeah, but Lupron is going to help keep me from ovulating. Some of the side effects of this medication, one that concerns me the most is trouble sleeping, because I did have to take Lupron during the first IVF cycle and I did experience some insomnia. And on top of that, so we're about to have a little sidebar. Okay, I'm about to divulge with you some stuff. I have been diagnosed with a hyperactive thyroid. So before we could do the whole IVF process, I had to have some tests ran and they did some blood work. And my blood work came back and showed that my thyroid levels were elevated. So typically they should be between 0.5 and 2.5. I'm sorry. They should be between 0.5 and 2.5. I'm at 2.7. So it's not like it's like something super, super crazy, but they are super strict about letting women go through the IVF cycle and getting pregnant if they have a hyper or over hyperthyroid. And that medication keeps me from sleeping already. So I'm like, child, I'm gonna be tired all the time, and not able to sleep. So let's go. So in the Lupron box, because it's a whole little kit, I'm gonna have to take this for 2 weeks. It comes in a little box inside here. We got a little vial that has some medicine in there. So we have a bunch of little alcohol white pads and a bunch of needles. I have to take about 10 units of this for the most part. I mean, I think for the first week it's 10 units, and then for the second week it's like 5 units. It varies. Okay. So we got some more needles, and we got some more alcohol wipes in here. These are the needles that go with my Progesterone. So luckily this isn't the needle that I have to inject myself with. That is the needle to actually get the medication out of the vial. But I'm like, where is the progesterone in this box? Okay, here's one. Once again, it's gonna be in a vial, so I'll stick that big old needle in here, take out what I need. And this is the worst part about the whole IVF process, is the progesterone with oil injections in your butt for 3 whole months. Because even after you get the official you pregnant, you got to continue to take progesterone so that you can sustain your pregnancy. So let's get into what progesterone is for. Progesterone is going to help you sustain the pregnancy. It helps with implementation. So basically, I take Lupron so that I don't ovulate, but I take this I take this progesterone so that, you know, my uterine lining, you know, even though I'm not ovulating, it's still building up, because you have to have a uterine lining for the little embryo to attach to. And this helps it attach and keeps them attached. So they have you take that for 3 months to make sure that your baby stay implanted, okay? Don't nobody want to have a miscarriage. So that's gonna help me from having a miscarriage. There's 4 vials of that in here, and those go in the booty. And they hurt like a mother, okay? Let's see, what is this? Okay, this is estradiol. This is estrogen. The estrogen, I'm gonna take this for about 2 weeks, but I won't start taking this until I have my cycle. So like I said, I was on birth control pills, and you know, I'm still gonna have, you know, one last cycle. This is going to help, once again, that uterine lining thicken. So the progesterone, you know, keeps it thick. This one helps it get thick. Side effects of estrogen: mood swings. I may be a little crazy. I may get on my husband's nerves because I'm gonna have increased hormones. You know, some maybe, you know, moody, having some hot flashes, can't sleep again. Oh, let's see what else we got in here. Okay. We have some additional, these are syringes. So I guess if I need additional syringes for my Lupron, it seemed as though there were sufficient needles in there, but hey, sometimes accidents happen. So I got some backups. Oh, yeah. And so this is a whole bag full of syringes. And so this is the actual size of the needle. Let me see if I'm trying to get the focus for y'all so y'all can see it better. That I'm going to use when I have to give myself a progesterone shot. So they got me a ton of those, so I shouldn't have to worry about that running out for a while. Anything else in the box? Okay, yes. Okay, and then we have some low dose aspirin. This is just to kind of help, like, you know, they say, like, you know, aspirin helps with the heart. This is just kind of to keep me healthy. Really no side effects. So, and it's literally, this is baby aspirin that they have me taking. Okay, and then the last one that we have in here is, so this is gonna be comedic gold probably, because I know I'm gonna mispronounce this, azithromycin. It's a Z-Pack. I have to take antibiotics. So I'm going to take that probably about 5 days before the transfer occurs, so that they can make sure that there's no bacterial infection growing anywhere in my body that could possibly jeopardize the frozen embryo transfer from not being successful. Side effects of that can include, unfortunately, yeast infections, boo, diarrhea, boo, and an upset stomach. So fun times over here, possibly. Hopefully I don't have any of those side effects. So say some prayers for your girl. Overall, like I said in my previous video, it is so much cheaper doing the second round of IVF than it was the first, because all these medications only cost me $111. It cost me $5,000 for medications the first time. So $111, that is nothing. I mean, that's almost free. So that is a great thing. I will say that I did have a little small snafu with my pharmacy, because on my first cycle I used Freedom Fertility Pharmacy, and they were great. I mean, they call you. Like, but I had to use a pharmacy called Avila Specialty Pharmacy because I'm insured, and we use Optum RX for our pharmacy, and that's what they use for fertility medications, Avila. I had to wait like on the call for like 25 minutes to even get a live person. I had to call them 4 times. But I have another friend that is also going through this process, and they're on the first part of the cycle where they have to order all the super expensive meds. And they told me that Avila was half the price of the company that they use to get their meds from for the first cycle that they did. So check out Avila. It's Avella. So if you are in the process of possibly doing IVF or any type of, because even if you do an IUI, which is where pretty much, they inseminate you with the sperm, but you don't have to have the egg taken out your body, you still need to take fertility meds for that. And those, they can be a little pricey too. Check out that pharmacy. You may save some money. All right. So if you have any questions about any of these medications, or if you've taken any of them and had any bad side effects, girl, let me know. Let me know what I'm info. But I still need y'all to be praying for me, sending those positive vibes, sending that baby dust. It is now about 6:45 a.m. and I am headed into the office because I'm having some technical difficulties and I need to get a new laptop. But before I do that, I have to give myself the first shot of many to come, and that is of my, let me get it to focus up in there, my Lupron, the generic version Lupron. So I have to give myself 10 units of this today in my stomach. Oh, Lord. All right, so first we're gonna get the little white together. I probably should get a little gauze or something. Got the needle. I'm gonna sit that over there. All right. So my hands are already washed. Okay. Let's take the top off. So I don't remember the shot really hurting or anything. I'm thankful that I don't have to mix nothing. I don't gotta be no chemist, so that's nice. See if we can get this little needle is not that bad. Stick it in here. Actually, let's wipe off the top. Okay. Now let's stick it, turn it upside down. All right. We got the 10 units in here. Whew. All right. I'm just gonna wipe her stomach. Child, let's see where I failed at, honey. Oh, Lord. I put on a bunch of coconut oil. Child, fail. I gotta remember not to put no oil on my stomach in the mornings and give myself injections. All right, let's do this. Come on, you can do this, Requill. Get it. Oh, okay, finally. All right. No blood. So I'm going to be doing this every morning for at least the next 2.5 weeks. Some days it's going to be 10 units, some days 5 units. But yeah, many more shots to come. And I want to thank you for watching this episode of the Phillips Fam Baby Journey. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can continue to watch and see the happiness that all these shots are going to result in, because I'm going to have a little baby boy. I got to put those positive thoughts out in the atmosphere and get all negativity out my mind. That's one of the keys for IVF to be successful. I promise you. You got to manifest it. and I need you to manifest that for me. So any mommies out there trying, I'm sending baby dust to you. And remember, your miracle's on the way. I'll see y'all next week.